Hearing that Pram sold his rapier, Desser has no other option but to get it back. Wandering through the streets, Desser realizes that the market hasn't changed at all and he used to come here a lot before everything. Pram then points towards a shady street as Desser comments that he hasn't been here. Taking the lead, Pram takes Desser to a store known as Vuju-kun store. Desser reads through the no refund rules stated outside the shop and figures that it won't be easy getting that rapier back. Pram once again reminds Desser that he doesn't want to hold that sword again with a distressed look in his eyes. Desser, however, smiles and asks if he will give him a chance. As soon as they enter the shop, they come across a massive gate with Desser apprising that the security is perfect. He then knocks on the door and a weird-looking bald guy opens it. Realizing that they are customers, he lets them in and the store owner immediately recognizes Pram. He introduces himself and asks if they are here to sell or buy anything. Desser tells him that they are here to buy the rapier Pram sold yesterday. The store owner reminds him that there are no refunds, but Desser assures him that he is here to buy it. The store owner then brings out the rapier and tells Desser that he told Pram that it has no value as a sword. He further tells them that there is something strange about it, and as he is about to speak, Desser interferes and reveals that it is a Kemuven. This shocks the store owner as Desser tells him that he has seen one before. The store owner further reveals that these Kemuven are used by nobles as a gift to their lovers. However, he couldn't figure out how to open it. Upon inquiring about its value, the store owner tells them that it is worth 40 silver, which shocks Pram as he sold it for just 3 silver. The owner is quite clever as he tells them that Pram sold it as a sword which has no value whatsoever, but now he is selling it as a Kemuven which is worth 40 silvers. Pram still insists, but Desser calms him down, stating that the store owner is right. He then proceeds to buy the rapier for 40 silver. After getting hold of it, Desser utilizes his ability to appraise the rapier himself and he immediately realizes something. He asks Pram to open it by pulling a groove in the hilt. As soon as he removes the sheath, he realizes that this is not some ordinary blade as it is not made from iron or silver. Desser reveals that it is made from blancium, which is supposed to be harder than steel and lighter than a feather. This shocks the store owner as he wasn't expecting this. Desser also realizes that this is the weapon Pram used in his previous life. Both of them are extremely happy, and as they are about to leave, the massive ball blocks their way. Desser asks the store owner to order his guard to let them leave. The owner agrees only if they leave the rapier behind. Desser tries his best to resolve this conflict by negotiating, but the owner is not listening. Desser even mocks him by asking if he is going back on his words, which makes the owner angry and he orders his bald guard to take Desser out. The baldy attempts to strike Desser with his massive weapon, but he dodges rather easily. This makes the owner even more angry and he starts shouting at him. As soon as he approaches to attack Desser again, Pram stands in front of him, stating that he will take care of this baldy. He threatens the baldy that if he attempts to harm Desser, he won't hold back. Seeing this, Desser teases Pram, saying that he vowed to not use this sword again. This embarrasses Pram, but Desser tells him that he is just joking and asks him to focus on the battle. The huge baldy rushes in to attack Pram, but Pram is too quick for him and dodges the attack easily. Desser realizes that this sword is perfect for Pram, but he is still inexperienced and wonders if he can win. Seeing the look in his eyes, the baldy gets insanely pumped and approaches to attack him again. This time around, Pram dodges and even manages to land some blows. However, the wounds are quite shallow, which makes Desser wonder if he's facing difficulty gauging the distance with this rapier. The baldy is quickly adjusting to Pram's insane speed, and if this fight drags on, Pram will be at disadvantage. With no other option left, he attempts to strike a vital point, but it was a trap and the baldy kicks him right in the abdomen. Desser tells Pram to believe in his father, and as he is getting up, Pram notices some scriptures on the rapier. This shocks him and he picks up the sword. He is appalled as to how Desser knows about the secret of this sword and its scriptures. But for now, he wants to focus on the battle and win it for Desser since he believed in him. He then approaches the baldy to attack him. The baldy, on the other hand, takes a wild swing at him, but Pram realizes that this is a feint and the baldy actually wants to punch him. Pram dodges the punch rather easily and attempts to attack him from behind. Much to his surprise, the baldy was looking for this opportunity and takes a wild swing at him once again. This worries Desser as he starts shouting. With the axe approaching him, Pram attempts to parry it using his rapier but accidentally cuts it into half. This shocks the baldy as Pram renders him unconscious with a strike to his chin. With this, Desser asks Pram if he is alright, to which he replies by stating that his rapier saved him, otherwise he would be on the ground instead of that baldy. It is time for them to leave this shop, but the owner tells them that they cannot leave as they won't be able to open the massive door. Pram, however, cuts the door into half with his rapier and both of them leave without saying a word. On their way back, Desser asks Pram if he is hungry, to which he replies positively. Desser buys something for them to eat, but Pram doesn't seem happy. He expresses his gratitude for everything Desser has done for him. Hearing this, Desser tells him that it is completely fine and that he is supposed to help his comrade. Tears start rolling down Pram's cheeks as he had suffered a lot before coming here, and he is happy that he found someone who calls him a friend. Things get a bit emotional as both of them enjoy their meal. Romantika, on the other hand, has finally managed to land the ball in the circle perfectly and is insanely happy. She wants to boast about it, but realizes that there is no one around. She then attempts to strike the circle's center with her wind strike and succeeds. This makes her extremely happy as he strengthens herself to meet Donetta and give him her answer. As she is waiting for Donetta, some students start talking behind her back, but she completely ignores them. Finally, Donetta appears and takes her to a restaurant where the waiter serves them delicious food. Donetta asks Romantika to not be shy, but realizes that she is already savoring her food. After finishing her food, Romantika returns the gift Donetta gave him in their first meeting. This shocks him as he cannot comprehend the reason behind it. She tells him that she joined a party in Beta and has improved a lot since then. She also reveals that she used to be a commoner. Donetta gives her a disgusted look and asks her to stop joking around. Romantika convinces him by saying that the reason she is in Beta class is because she is not a noble by birth. She further tells him that she has no problems regarding it and that her party doesn't look at her the way he looked at her just now. This makes Donetta insanely angry and he regrets inviting her to Blue Moon. Romantika tells him that they are planning to get promoted to Alpha class and it would be wise if they don't look down upon them. As she leaves, Donetta remembers the time when commoners burned his entire house and even executed his father right in front of him. Desser and Pram have managed to get Rapier back and also figured out the truth behind it. Do you think the three of them will be able to become single rankers and get promoted? In order to know, make sure to like and subscribe so don't miss out on future videos.